Hi friends, how are you? So right now, I just finished episode 2 of A Place Further Than the Universe. Last episode was super cute. Sorry, water bottle. The personalities are really shining through. Shirase, I'll get her name down, I promise. She has, one moment she's this, like, oh, she's this cute little, like, 16-year-old. Be like, oh yeah, she's a baby still, she's a kid. In some moments she's so cute, and in other moments she's like this silly old lady. It's very funny. Hinata is just, she is a ball of sunshine. I like her so much. She's the perfect not fiery, but like energetic, extrovert that the group needs. And of course, Kimuri, or I guess Tamaki, or Kimuri, I'll call her Kimuri from now on, is kind of that perfect in the middle. And then we have the really quiet, dark-haired girl, which we have yet to know her name, who's already going on the expedition. We know that for certain, because she was part of the interest meeting group. We also know that despite having the money, they still can't let them come with them, so I have no idea how that's going to change. I really hope they're not smuggled. That would be a bad idea. The idea she was trying to just, like, seduce a bunch of grown men as high schoolers to let them on is just squeaky. Like, not really. But that's how desperate she is. She obviously turned very red when she realized, like, that ad that Kimri was looking at. But at the same time, she's so desperate to go that she doesn't care. Like, she'll, like, do what she can. Not to, like, that far, but she'll just sneak on. But obviously there's a very rigorous process, and of course their biggest concern is that we learned that her mom died on the last civilian trip, or at least was severely injured, and so there's a lot of pain there on obviously with the daughter for sure, but also with the woman that was clearly with her at the time. And they have their own schemes to figure out how they're going to raise money, and so it'd be interesting if it all comes back down to the million yen, or if it will be something else. And of course, they have to get jobs, they have to raise more money, and they would have to get permission from the school, and then they would have to get permission from their parents. And it's just like, oh, there's still so many balloons that have yet to be tied down. It's just so many variables. But this anime is a treat. The design is cute. I was just so entertained. I probably said a lot last episode, more than I think. But I was just so thoroughly entertained. I just had a good time. This anime is very cute. People keep saying, or a couple people have said I'm in for a ride, which great. Thanks for telling me that on the first episode, especially when I thought it was going to be just a sweetness, but apparently not. But yeah, without further ado, there's no sound on YouTube. Partial image is meant for a follow along, so copyright monsters go away. But if you want to see the version, there is a link below. If you can't see it again, this is follow along. Sometimes there is a halfway point for this series, for these episodes, so sometimes I pause if I'm like emotionally or maybe mentally overwhelmed and trying to process things. Sometimes I just let it be. Last time I let it be. Who knows what I'll do this time. But without further ado, let's dive right in. So, oh, there's that little girl. And, ooh, it's really hot. She's sweating. We've reached, like, the height of summer. Oh, a depressing girl. She seems a little embarrassed, so maybe she's going to reach out to the girls. This is a very cute, sweet intro, for sure. Get to see the streets, where they live, some of the shops, the ocean. I like how we see Kimuri is like a little bit aimless, but then she kind of like, she's sweet, she has a goal, she's smiling at the picture. Oh, the 4 little penguins. I wonder if that's them in Australia, before they actually, because they're definitely not in the Arctic and those close. The idea is they're going to get to go, which is amazing and quite terrifying. So, again, I'm gonna be curious to see how they actually get, the money and all that to go. They're all very, very cute and funny and sweet girls. And the fact that we kind of start and end with Kimberly is a reminder that yes, all four girls are the main girls, but Kimberly is like the main girl. She's really the person who kind of, in the end, kicked it all off. She's our main focus. These little, like, gifts or repeated stuff or is, oh, it's interesting. Oh. Oh, now. Stop that. Stop being so ungrateful. Oh. Again, I do love the outline. It gives them a nice kind of sheen. It makes them shiny. Makes them really stick out. So she's a celebrity? What did she do? A children's show? Again, some of them she's like so like serious and like this. And then sometimes she's just a teenager. I know, she's such a coward sometimes. Me too. How does she find them? It's our girl. Shiraze-san. Shiraze. Shirashi. Yes, you dummies. Is that her mom? Oh, look at her grandmother, Shra's grandmother. She's like a sweet, like little lamb. She looks like the lamb from Zootopia, but you know, not evil. That's the good question. Is that her agent or her mom? I just noticed. I really finally just really noticed that glasses woman. I like how Hinata has like these graphic tees. One with the octopus. Now you've got the rice thingy. Why doesn't she want to go? She's too terrified? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Part of the plan, it worked. You know what? I think they're all idiots. Okay, was expecting that. Loving it though. Oh. Were we supposed to separate from her? Mm-hmm. So she is. You have the same name now. I thought so. They're really selling it. Excuse you, Hinata's adorable. I mean, lady, I don't blame you, just run. Hmm. So she's the first year then. Hmm. She wears her watch like me on the inside of her wrist, though I'm a lefty, so I have it on this side. I like how it's so hot. Even the cats are just like, I'm just gonna lay out on the stone. That was so mean. Hinata is adorable. How could you not want her on your TV? What? Just putting her foot down. Ooh. Get it in writing, honey. If it ain't in writing, don't count. If it ain't in writing, it don't count. Go all the way, Tucky. She's just very passionate. Yeah, Nana's very perceptive. Smart girl. Very perceptive. They're all idiots. The whole lot of them is idiots. Uh. Mm. Thanks, Anata. Never heard that saying? Yeah. Oh, they're cute. So we're you know what? No, I don't have to pause right now. Hmm. Hey, don't leave your best friend behind. She's kind of supporting you along the way, honey. Don't do that. Well, that's convenient. You're an idiot. They're all idiots. Oh, it's really nice. Yeah. Yeah, but it's cold and actually a little scary, and depending on the time of year, you either have no darkness, no sunlight, or no darkness. Man, she gets red way too easily. She's spineless. She's spineless. The real reason, honey. Well, she's a blunt girl. I mean, if she's probably a childhood actor, then a lot of adults and even kids who want things from her, it makes sense she'd be the way she is. Very guarded, very blunt in a lot of ways, and very responsible. Mom taking her out of school for jobs over and over and over again. I'm sure we'll rectify that by the end of this. That's hard on a kid, especially once they're in hell. Yeah, and then so she's been asking to hang out, and they keep saying no. She is very insight. Get off of her, you dummy. They just get along so well. They just have really good chemistry, which happens sometimes. Mm. That's good. But is she going to go? You didn't get to answer. Yeah. Again, he now is wearing the graphic tee with a shrimp on that. Stop that. It's not that hard. She's right. She's so cute. Again, Hinata is totally my favorite right now. But they're all really, really cute. And just squishy and sweet. Anyone's done that. Hugged her? Oh. Oh, she's such a sad little sack of flesh. That's a weird way of saying that. I'm sorry. Come on, mama. Come in and be a mama. Is that the girls creeping on her window? What is wrong with these idiots? She dreaming? This feels weird. Ooh! Don't kill each other, you dummies! Oh, it was a dream. Oh gosh. That makes way more sense. The coloring was weird, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah. But she did, I mean, her dream clued on pretty quickly they're all morons. So. Oh my gosh, that was funny. It's a silly dream. Auto Antarctica! It's a strange dream. It's your texting app? Yeah. They definitely, gave up on her. Yeah, choice pumpkin. It's your door. The most sensible place for a knock to happen. How did they get in and know what room? Oh yeah, they told her what room she's in. Baby girl! Oh, she's so grand. Oh. Get ready, hug her again. Why are you looking at her? She didn't do anything. Oh, my camera went out of focus. What? Oh, they're idiots, a lot of them. Oh, sorry. Oh, so they go to Tokyo for a job, but then also go to the Institute of Polar Research. That way they actually get to see, like, maybe what they'll see, and yeah, they're all totally going, you know that. Putting her foot down, probably in a way her mom was expecting. Yuzuki-chan. Yuzuki. Shirazi. Yeah, but you have to realize those are dead penguins. Oh, they're showing how different ships and other things and drills work. Also, I guess that's one of the Arctic. That must be a real institute that they're showing pictures of. Real Arctic. Yeah, snowcats. Thank you. They have to, or you will die. They're all idiots. No, you don't. So there's the Aurora Borealis, which is south of the Antarctica, and the Northern Lights are obviously north. Oh, hey! Recycling outfits. That's pretty cool. got the octopus shirt again. But different meaning. Interesting. Same lines, different meanings. Well, in the first 3 episodes, in a strange turn of events, so far, the hardest part is over so far. Now, is the mom gonna pay for them to fly? Like, how much is that gonna cost? And just there's a lot of money issues again. Will they get permission? We haven't seen any reactions from Kimri's mom or anybody else, so I'm like in the school. But, you know, I guess if they were super important, we will get that next couple of episodes. I'm assuming by the halfway point we will be in Antarctica, so I'm guessing the first handful of episodes will be about them getting there, and then the second half will be about them being there. But yeah, these first few episodes have been adorable. These characters are adorable, and they're just very cute and goofy and just they're very funny. I don't want Kimberly to forget her best friend, who's clearly been by her side and been the sensible kind of person in her life. But it is kind of interesting. Again, these girls don't know each other for very long, so... And she mentioned about fighting with her friends, so we might actually get, like, a disagreement between them eventually. Which is really cute. Oh, it's a widow her with her mom. Is that her mom? What? No. That's somebody else, right? That was somebody else, right? That was weird. I had a moment. Wow, these episodes just go right into each other back to back if you just let them on Crunchyroll. Alright, let's talk about this episode, shall we? Well, that was the cutest thing ever. They're all so freaking cute. They're just so cute. Oh my gosh. They're the cutest. They are. All 4 of them are freaking cute. I like them all. Well, I was hoping to record some more other shows tonight, but that can't be the case today. But I have a busy day tomorrow, so I better not waste it like I'm prone to do. And I also need to really get my sleep schedule in order because I will have to be waking up at 5 a.m. Starting in June, and that's just evil to me. It's not actually evil, but I hate it, the whole idea. So I need to get my sleep schedule starting months ago under some semblance of sanity. But I wanted to talk about the adorableness of the show. The characters are all so cute. I don't know who the woman is. Is she her mom? Is she somebody else? Was she like her aunt? Is she like related? That lady at the end. But as of right now, with the approval of Yuzuki's mom, they're all going to Antarctica. And it's very clear the establishing of this episode that she never had friends, and the girls were like, yeah, sure, we'll be friends, and they wanted a picture, and she said no, and then every time that she asked to hang out, they kept rejecting her, and then they left the group chat, because they're jerks. And there are people who are like that, I understand, and it's now her chance to actually she realized if she goes, she will actually get to have real friends. Because these strangers, who've only known each other for a month, maybe, they are choosing to willingly come together and hang out together. Like, yeah, we're gonna go with you to Tokyo, we'll hang out, we'll go to the polar exploration place. And it's just so darn freaking cute. Like, this show is so freaking cute. It's not like warm chocolate chip cookies, bubble bath, hot cocoa with whipped cream kind of cute, like comfy, like Eurocamp, where it's like the comfiest of comfs. This is more like the cutest of cutes. This is adorable so much. It's not like mundane or like the softest of softs, which is not on Beery. That's pretty soft. But it is adorable and fun and cute, and I'm sure the girls will have their first big fight, and I'm sure the other issues will come up as well. and, you know, I'm sure the issue with her mom will come back around, and just families and goals and why are you here if you're gonna complain and just other stuff like that. I'm sure that'll happen, definitely. But right now we're in the cute and we're just getting to know each other phase where we kind of like each other, and your bad habits don't really irritate us that much yet. So it'll only get more interesting from there. I'm sure we'll have our emotional moments later, but right now it's just cute, rising action right now. Like character establishment, situation establishment, action. That was so stinking cute. That's ridiculous. I have nothing else to say except trying to think about in terms of artwork. I like the art. I mean, this was more about character than art anywhere else. But yeah, again, we have kind of these dull. It's almost like the world around them is very dull, because it's very detailed, kind of fixed images. And then all the people, the characters, are kind of this shiny white, like glowy outline. And I guess it's supposed to represent in some degrees, but again, I've said this before, I like how with Sanitation Classroom, all the characters have really thick black outlines and the colors are super saturated. Whereas, and bold and kind of fixed, and then with this show, everything's outlined in white and everything's a bit desaturated in some ways, but also really shiny in others. And I like how, like, sometimes the sheen isn't, like, you still can't see the strands. Like, sometimes they'll do, like, you'll see the strands, but there's, like, a sheen to it. Sometimes, at least, like, with the Shiraz's hair, it's just white. Like, that's the shine. It's just white. You can't see anything. So there's definitely a distinct style to this anime, and I've really enjoyed that. Every anime I've watched so far has a very distinct style. You know, you could say, like, oh, this reminds me of this and this, but I can't mistake it for that. Everything's so beautifully distinct. And again, we got these characters, these relationships, and because of how goofy and overreactive they can be sometimes, which you find a lot in anime, which wouldn't really translate well to live action, at least in Western society, it allows for certain things to happen plot-wise that in anime you'd be like, yeah, that totally makes sense. Especially in that world, totally makes sense. Whereas in live action, you'd be like, that wouldn't work well or wouldn't work fit, right? So I do love how in anime you can have these exaggerations and these moments that are so within you know, with depending on the style, that just also makes for great storytelling and good cinematography too. I don't want to underestimate how well the directing is of the show, how clean everything is, how nothing's like a befuddled mess. Like what am I looking at? Everything's clean. Even when they were running down last episode throughout the city, you really knew what was going on. They really kind of do a good job of, like, the rhythm of the show is really, really fun. They perfectly know when to kind of quiet and slow down and when to pick up speed, so that it doesn't feel chunky. It doesn't feel like it's rushed. Sometimes you're going too slow. It has a beautiful pace to it, which is great about these shorter seasons, is that when you have longer episodes, I'm sure we've all experienced this with One Piece and with Naruto, you're just like, come on, get to the action. For 4, like Naruto especially, for 4 episodes, I always remember the scene where we've been sitting in a tree just talking. Just kill him already, or something like that. Something that kind of, like, silliness. But, yeah, it's just super cute and sweet, and the pacing is good, and nothing feels too slow or too quick. The personalities are hilarious. I like how, you know, you would think personality-wise, Hanan is the leader, and, you know, sometimes Shiraz is, and then she's so spineless at times. She's like, I don't want to do it. She's so shy at times. And then I do appreciate the boldness of Kimmery. She has a bit more, now that she's been kind of emboldened by these two, she has quite a fear streak, and she's so focused to the point where she is kind of forgetting her best friend. So I'm curious to see if that conversation will come back around. I kind of hope it does, because we've allowed ourselves to kind of focus on her sometimes, like we did that last episode, or maybe we did this episode. I think we did this episode. Where it's like, okay, I hope this comes back around, because we are taking the time to focus on, you know, her turning down hanging out with her best friend to go hang out with two strangers to go talk to another stranger about Antarctica, which is something that really she never talked about, but now that she's with, hanging out with penguin-loving Antarctica girl, then she's changed or whatever. She's more motivated, I'll say that much, and she's determined to take a full advantage of her youth, and she's not backing down. But I'm curious to see if before we actually get there, before maybe we even leave Australia, because again, we have, I don't know how long we'll be in Australia, but we kind of have 3 acts, so to speak. We have Japan, we have Australia, we have Antarctica. Now, I don't know if that's how they'll space it out. They might be in, Australia for just like part of an episode or one episode, and that's it. And then it's boom, we're into Antarctica. So maybe I could see episodes 4 or 5 or 6 being them being in Australia, with 4 and kind of 5 of them kind of dealing with leaving Japan and the school and the permission slips and the money and blah 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 blah. So I like that. Sometimes with the shows I react to the live action ones, they're not always thoroughly entertaining. Sometimes they're like a little too dark, or I'm like, I don't know what I'm getting here, because your history is not so good, so to speak, with particular shows. But with animes, I usually, sometimes there's a slow start with Assassination Classroom, not in the case of A Place Further Than the Universe. But I always know that I'm in for a good time, so far. Who knows, I might hit an anime, I'm like, this is awful, I don't want to keep watching this. I haven't hit that yet. Hopefully I will never hit that. We'll see. I've heard there's some bad animated animes out there, not necessarily bad storylines. Well, thank you so much for watching and putting up with me. Right now, it's May 12th when I'm recording this. This episode will come out a bit later, so keep in mind by the time this episode is posted, in a couple weeks, I will be in New York. Hopefully, I'll have some episodes recorded ahead, so the first couple of weeks in June, hopefully you won't notice a change, at least with anime anyway, a change in scenery, and then I will have my own room, even though I'm sharing a very small apartment. So the change in scenery will be interesting. The sad part is I have to leave my desktop here, which means I can't really record things at the same time, which means the editing process will get long again. So I'm going to see if I can get ahead as much as I sensibly can with anime, so that way I don't have to worry too much about that and focus on as they're coming out, live action episodes, which usually are the most pain in the butt to edit. They're the most intensive. And the ones I can't monetize, which sucks. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies. I'll see you next time.